Hello everyone and welcome to today's video tutorial. This will be the last bot on the central cannon and screenhouse defense from Dubious Positions and how to attack them in Xiangqi. So without further ado, let us begin today's discussion. Central cannon, 7th pawn, screenhouse defense, and in this bot, red will go for the riverbank cannon, which is a rather slow-paced but very defense-oriented pawn opening system, which will allow for red to develop his material as needed. The main idea behind the riverbank cannon was that red was prepared to trade pawns to develop his right horse and also allow for protection of the horse if it moved to the riverbank later on. And another important thing is that by making this move, it would eliminate any possibility of black playing the pawn rank cannon's variation. This would be, as mentioned earlier, this would be a slow but steadfast approach. And black moved his left elephant to consolidate his defense. Other than his move, e3 plus 5. E3 plus 5 or h7 plus 8 are also common mainstream variations, whereby with h7 plus 8 the red chariot cannot be developed as a foul chariot. r1 plus 2, black develops his right chariot. So far so good. Red does likewise. Black decides to occupy this important rib file, and red would offer a trade of pawns. Other than this move, h7 plus 6 or r2 plus 4 are commonly played variations. Now, if black chose to accept the trade of pawns, now this would be the dubious move. This would be the dubious move in this board, because instead of this move, it would have been better for black to play c2 plus 2. So, for example, if red continue with r2 plus 6, black would attack the horse. At this point in time, red cannot play r2 equals to 3, otherwise black would be prepared to gain material. So, for example, if red captured, red would now gain material in this manner: 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3. So c8 plus 3 must be played, and black would get the chance to move his horse to the riverbank and threaten the red chariot, which must move away, and black would now offer to trade material as he would continue his attack. Black would have snatched the initiative away from red in this situation. Now, if red chose to play p3 plus 1, black would continue to play h7 plus 8 to dislodge the chariot or trade on material. So if red tried to make this move, the pawn is captured. Both colors will be pestering each other, and black will still have a very playable game. So that is why c2 plus 2 should not be played. And c2 plus 2 should have been played, but black would be much more better off. But in the main line, p7 plus 1 was played. Black would capture it, and black would continue with r4 plus 3. Now, it would appear that black would have played nicely at this point in time, gaining a very desirable position. However, there's much trouble. This will be only on the surface. There will be much trouble for black. Red would immediately alter his plans and choose to attack this flank, because now the cannon and horse will not be protected. this would be the position of discussion for this pawn. Now there are two main variations, h7 plus 8 and c2 plus 2. In h7 plus 8, black goes ahead with his original plans with playing h7 plus 8 to attack the chariot. Red, although this move would appear to have gained some momentum, but in actual fact, red will counter nicely with c3 equals to 2. Red had anticipated black's attack and will counter in this manner. So black will protect his cannon. h3 plus 4 would be a very brilliant move, whereby now the horse will be attacking the chariot and the horse at the same time. So if the horse moved away, red will immediately capture the chariot. When the horse moved away, red would capture the chariot for a check and gain material. So now red would now play, if it would not be a good idea to play c2 plus 3, because after trading material is even, black would not have lost much, and instead he would be threatening to attack this flank. So black would have managed to escape unscathed if, let's say, r8 plus 6, black could retreat his cannon to protect. So that is why red should be aggressive with h3 plus 4, and black would be all sorts of trouble. Red will play h4 equals to 6, r4 equals to 2 to trade material, and c2 equals to 8 can only be played. r6 equals to 8 would not be viable because black could immediately capture the cannon and gain material. If black captured the chariot, it would be an immediate check, and red would have 4 pieces versus black's only 2 pieces. Then obviously black would have a winning position from here on. Okay, h8 plus 4. Let's mention here. If h8 plus 3, r equals to 2, and black would have much trouble trying to shake off this pin, and red would have the advantage. 3, and red would use one chariot to trade for 2 of black's material and gain the material advantage at this point in time, and he would also have a winning position. So r6 equals to 8 is not viable, and only c2 equals to 8 would be better. After trading cannons, r8 plus 5 will be a no-nonsense move by red to claim the initiative firmly in hand. It would be inappropriate to play r8 plus 6 now to threaten the horse immediately, because the horse can retreat. Red might think that he would have an attack with this move, but black would be more than happy to threaten the cannon, and he will simply capture the cannon, because if we captured, this would be an immediate discover check and black would gain material. So it would be obvious that black would have a huge advantage. r8 plus 6 cannot be played, only r8 plus 5, but at this point in time, red would have command a significant advantage. Now to variation B, c2 plus 2. Red would attack with r2 plus 6 to threaten the horse and also pin the cannon and chariot. There was already much danger, but black was still oblivious of it. But other than this move, there was nothing else better for black to do. c8 equals to 9 would not be a good option, because red would pressure, protect, and play c5 equals to 4, threatening to play c4 plus 5 for cannon, pin, or skewer to gain material. a6 plus 5 must be played in advance to prevent this from happening, but in doing so, red will take the opportunity to move his horse to the riverbank, and the development of this chariot will now become a huge issue. Red would have a significant advantage. So this should be version B. Let's continue. C3 plus 1. This is another position of discussion on the board, and there are three main variations. It will be e5 plus 7, h6 plus 5, and r4 plus 3. Now, before we continue, it would be a bad idea to play r8 equals to 7, because red would trade material. Black tries to go for the elbow horse, red defends, but this intersection also attacks the chariot. Check. Black sacrifices material, and at this point in time, red would have the extra elephant. The horse cannot go. Red would be prepared to attack, and there's always the central pawn for red to attack. So red would have the advantage. So r8 equals to 7 is not a good idea. Now in variation BA, e5 plus 7 was played. Red will play h3 plus 5 to attack the chariot. Black tries to offer a trade of material. Red simply gains material with this move. As can be seen, 1, 2, 3, 4 versus black's 3 major pieces. And black would have the material advantage. I will win for sure. If the pawn moved, again red gains material. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 2. So now black will be placed in a dilemma, and he cannot do much about it. Variation BB, h6 plus 5, a very aggressive move, offering a trade of material in this manner, because if the horse captures, black will capture the cannon. Say with r4 7 equals rc2 equals to 7, p7 plus 1, a forcing move. If black mistakenly plays r7 equals to plus 2, red will capture material, the check, threaten the horse, threaten the chariot, counter offer of a trade of material, show plus 3. And after trading material, black's chariot and cannon will be pinned. There's always the possibility of an attack over here, and red would have a huge advantage. So p3 plus 1, h6 plus 5, check, h5 plus 7, preparing to go for the elbow horse, equals to 3, and red would have a huge advantage in terms of variety of pieces and the space available for movement. Future sprite for red. Last variation, r4 plus 3 to offer a trade of material in this manner. Attacks the horse, p3 plus 1, 8 plus 6, a6 plus 5. Now, this move was played out of desperation. He cannot capture the horse. Otherwise, h plus 4, r equals to 4, h minus 7. If h6 plus 4, c3 equals to 2, and black will gain material. I also have a hard time continuing ahead. This would be to offer a trade of material, and to prevent h3 equals to 2. So c3 minus 1, and black would enjoy a huge advantage. It's a6 plus 5, h3 plus 2. Red retreats the chariot in this manner, sacrificing the horse. The line of thinking was to decrease the opportunities that red-black could have for counterattack. he had read the situation well and chose to counter-sacrifice a piece. And after a small trade of material, we can see that black's cannon and chariot was still pinned, although red might capture the elephant, but this horse will be closed, and not have many good lines for development. Now, the main reason for black's plight in this situation was that he easily accepted the trade of pawns. Secondly, although black tried very proactively to counterattack, he had underestimated the strength of the potential of red's defense. And at this point in time, he would be defeated at the riverbank, as would be true to the title. So a quick review of the board from the eyes of black. Central cannon, and red goes for the river cannon variation. E7 plus 5 viable. Both colors develop the material. P3 plus 1, P7 plus 1. C2 plus 2 is not a good idea because black could have both colors would be pestering each other, and black could have initiative, having snatched the initiative away from red. C plus equals to 3, and position of discussion. Variation A, A7 plus 8, attack. Black will foil, black's attack. After trading material, red would have a nice position, but he'll be attacking. There's nothing that red could do at this point in time. Variation B, R2 plus 6, sorry, and A7 plus 6 to attack. G3 equals to 1, a very nice move. Offer your trade of material to prevent the chariot from being captured with C3 plus 1. Black plays E5 plus 7. 3 sub-variations. The first would be E5 plus 7, the second A6 plus 5, the third R4 plus 3. With E5 plus 7, that goes for H3 plus 4. After trading material, red will be one piece up and still command the initiative. Variation B, H6 plus 5 to offer a trade of material. H3 plus 5. Red would possess a much better piece kind option, material wise. The future is bright for red. Variation C, alpha plus 3 would also be met with failure. P3 plus 1 to pester the red chariot. A6 equals to 5. Red counters a counter sacrifices a piece. And black only saves the situation with this move, offering retreating his chariot back to the riverbank. R4 equals 3 is not viable, otherwise red would gain material. After a few more moves, it will follow that red will continue with H4 plus 6, R8 equals to 2, etc. R8 equals to 2, etc. as moves to continue. The black pieces will be limited in effectiveness and red would have a significant advantage. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. If you do, please do subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.